Hello everyone, welcome back to Alkaline Hydroxide 784. And in this video, you'll be talking about the blog experience for Project University. And this will be about the first semester. So if you want some advice on that, please do check the related advice video. If not, if you're looking for the experience, then this is the video for you. And I'll just talk a bit about my experience in the first semester of university. So now all the finals are over, and the only thing left to do now is to, submit your mods for the next semester. And I'm not sure how I should go about telling the experience, but I'll just do something. Okay, so for me, maybe I should just go in the same order, like hall, CC, studies, that kind of thing. Okay, so if in terms of staying in hall, I'm like the kind of person who just goes to my house in the weekends and does my then like my mom will just do the laundry. So yeah, that's how I deal with my laundry, I suppose. And right now I'm actually at home because why not? uh but anyways, actually since my hall is like the one of the newer ones, it's actually quite nice to be there because I don't have to see cockroaches. Unlike because at my house there's a lot of cockroaches, so you know that's a bonus of being in the hall. Don't see the cockroaches. Okay, that's a very weird thing to say. Okay, anyways, but yeah, but actually my room is a bit stuffy because I didn't take an aircon room. I took like just a fan. I have a fan on the ceiling, but the room is doesn't really have that many points of ventilation, and because of that, I got another smaller fan which helped a ton. That is very helpful. So if you don't like aircon but you want to make sure that you're not too warm or overnight, then just get another smaller fan and use that for whatever part that you need to cool down. Yeah, it will help a lot. And I have a fridge in my room, and that's also very helpful because I need it for milk. And if since I like to put like cucumbers and tomatoes in my bread, I keep them in the fridge. So yeah, it's very helpful for that too. uh yeah, there's nothing else really much to say about the room itself. It's just quite small, so yeah, I had to be a bit careful about overcrowding it with my stuff, and I have accidentally done that a bit with the luggage and things like that. So be a bit careful about that too. Okay, anyways, that's not very important. Let's go to the actual stuff that is interesting. So I actually joined quite a few activities, aka CCAs, in the first semester itself, which is a bit. I didn't joining so many things, but I ended up doing that after all. So the first thing I joined was hall dance, and then the second thing I joined was my school, my SCBE club. But I ended up doing a subcom. I joined the subcom instead of trying to aim for actual leadership positions because I don't have enough time to do actual leadership stuff. I already have too many activities with going on in a sense. And then the third thing I joined is the WSC Deaf Community, which is a service thing. And the only reason why I joined it was because of the fact that it was about deaf community. That really attracted me for some reason. I think you would probably okay. The reason is because I myself have a hearing loss, although it's very mild, so I can hear people even without hearing aids. But it makes me want to connect more to people who are actually deaf and learn a bit more about their culture as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And also the fact that apart from the other activities, the main part of the service was on Saturday mornings, which is quite a good timing and is away from all the other commitments that I have. And I thought, okay, why not? Let's do this, kind of. Although I ended up deciding it quite late, I just decided, okay, I'm just gonna do this anyway. Who cares? And apart from that, I signed up for like orientation stuff. So yay! Now I'm just gonna be very busy. Great. Okay, so orientation stuff as in I'll be part of the next orientation, like do something help out at orientation. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be busy next year. uh, okay, and the main problem with joining so many activities isn't really about time management, but more of clashes between both of two different CCAs, because I've I've experienced this quite a few times. Like I had to miss half of my dance camp to attend the WSE camp. So like what I ended up doing was I went to one of the camps on one of the days, then I went to the other camp on the second day, and then it's just like it is a bit not nice. It's a bit half compromise kind of thing, but that's what I end up having to do. So if you do not want to end up missing certain activities because of your commitments, then I would suggest not doing three different things. Only do one or two. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough for you. So that's for my CCAs. Then for my academics, I actually kind of had, I think I was a bit lucky this semester because first of all, I could exempt three whole modules, which was the maths, chem, and physics modules. And that's because I got A in my A level, so I could just easily just exempt the module and then not have to do them. And that's a lot less work to do because these modules are quite tedious to go through if you had to do all of the tutorials, and there's a lot of assignments that you have to do. And there's also the finals for each of those three modules, which honestly, three less finals to worry about. So because I exempted those three modules, I had, right, whatever original AU I had, which was about 21, became 12. And then I needed to add more stuff to not end up having too light a load. So what that leads to is that I end up doing stuff from next semester in this semester itself. Of course, there's a limit to what I can do because some of the modules are only available in semester 1 and some modules are only available in semester 2. So I ended up doing engineering communication and a GERP, a general prescribed elective. And it made my semester more interesting, and it also caused me to only have three finals at the end of the semester, which may be a good thing or not a good thing. I don't know. Depends on how you look at it. Because if you have more finals, that means within the semester you don't really have as many projects or anything else to do, rather than you just only have like quizzes or something. But if you have only a few finals, that usually means that the other modules have projects or other assignments within the semester itself. So yeah, that's generally how it works. So what modules did I actually end up doing? I just mentioned the engineering communication and also a general prescribed elective, which is the linguistics module, because I am personally interested in linguistics, but since I already have a second major, I don't think I can really do a minor in that. Oops. Oh well, at least I can do a GERP in it. That's better than nothing, right? Okay, anyways. But maybe if I do get a chance in the future, I will try to learn something interesting, hopefully. But anyways, I really enjoyed the GERP. So if you're into learning about languages, then you should definitely do this. It's just mostly MCQ, so it's not that hard to study for, and it's also a very interesting lecture. You do have to be present for the lectures because they are not recorded. So do that's the only thing you need to worry about, really, because there was some times that I had to leave early because of other commitments, like driving class or hall dance performance for that matter. So I think it's okay. I didn't miss too much. You just need to read through the PowerPoint slides later and catch up on what you missed, or read the textbook. That really helped. So that was how the GERP went. So for engineering communication, we had to do some, we didn't really have any exam for it, so it's more of assignments. And two of the assignments involve pair work, and one of the assignments is individual work. So it's a bit like PW, but a lot less. It's in a lot lesser time and a bit more engineering focused. And yeah, it's okay, you don't have to worry too much about it. If you follow what the teacher says and you do your best, then you will be fine. You will definitely pass the module. Don't worry about that. Okay, so apart from those two, I had my core modules, which was the introduction to biomedical engineering and the lab and stuff like that, and the biomolecular, is it, yeah, biology related. This basically is a biology module. And then one module for my second major, which is materials and energy balances. So yeah, basically for my core modules, the introduction to biomedical engineering is pretty straightforward. You just have an MCQ quiz, which is not during the finals period but before, and there's a poster presentation which involves a lot of group members. So that's a situation in which you should try to do something, otherwise you end up in an unfavorable position because your group members may not rate you very highly. I think I ended up doing too much. I don't know. Or did I? I'm not really sure. But I did quite a bit of stuff, and there's also a bunch of other people who really did a lot of stuff for that project. And that's to be expected with any project. You end up having a few people who do all the stuff. Yeah, I do feel a bit bad for some of them who had to stay up late to do that one job that they could specifically do. So it's, yeah, that's just how projects works. You cannot do anything about it. But at the end of the day, it all went well. Our poster is in SCBE building, so if you do go there, you can see it. That's pretty cool, right? Okay, so uh what else? Okay, yeah, so for the biology module, yeah, it's just biology. So I didn't take A levels bio, but I did recognize some of the very fundamental stuff is from stuff that I've learned in secondary school. But there's a lot of things that I added on because it's more A level rather than O level. But yeah, I think it's quite similar to A level biology, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And then the lab. Okay, for lab you're supposed to do like reports. So yeah, that, like, since my lab had more work to do in the software, or like for example Excel or MATLAB, compared to the actual experiment, it was quite annoying in sometimes. But yeah, it's okay, you can get it done eventually. You don't have to worry too much about it. Just make sure you finish it on time for deadline, because I actually submitted one of them late. So I mean, late by like 2 hours, so it's not that bad, but still, I kind of didn't really like that. The fact that I submitted it late, so oops. Uh, then the module that I think the module that I found the most difficulty with was the second major module. Oh no. And that was actually the only module that was 4 AUs out of all of the modules that I had. And it's called the materials and energy balance. I think the reason why I had trouble with it was not because I couldn't understand the thing. I could definitely understand each and everything that they were talking about, but more of because it is a similar reason why I sometimes struggle with physics, is because when I do the actual question, sometimes I get stuck. And then I kind of screw up because I get stuck somewhere. So I don't know. So you might want to be a bit careful about it, especially if you're in CBE, because they had to do a module for their major. And this module is actually a second major module, so I don't know. And then we have that online module. You can just binge do it in the first 2 weeks. And the good thing about the online module is that you can repeat the quiz as many times as you can and get a full marks in that quiz, so that you can get for like the full AU, like you can get that entire full GPA for that one AU. But I'm not sure how much effect it really has on your overall GPA. But at least that thing is secured. But I feel like some people might do it even without watching the videos, which seems a bit, unfair. But like, I feel like it's better to watch the videos, because the point of the module is for you to learn something out of it, not just to get like to secure 1 AU of good GPA or something like that. So please, if you want to learn from it, please do actually watch the videos. And after that, you can do all the quiz repeating that you need to do. That's perfectly fine. But do take the time to watch the videos. You can learn something from it because it's about the, I don't know, it's about the haze, I suppose. I think there's a lot. I did indeed see some new insights from it, and I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know why I'm saying this. Not like anyone is actually going to listen to this and follow what I say. Is there? I don't know. But yeah, that's my experience. I think for me the main problem was mostly lacking sleep eventually after some time because my activities ended quite late, so I ended up sleeping later than usual. And since I am a morning person and I need to wake up early in the morning and finish, getting ready for lessons, I ended up waking up at 6 or 7, and in the end I ended up not really having a lot of sleep. So now I'm like having enough sleep because I'm at home. So yeah, I can wake up at 8 a.m. and not and not have to worry about going to lessons. But yeah, it's your own choice. So if okay, on the topic of things like suppers or something like that, I don't actually go for any of that because one, I can stay awake. Two, I don't want to eat anything at that time. So yeah, I just want to sleep. And therefore I cannot function properly at that point of time. It's not worth doing it anyway, so I'll just go and sleep. I might stay for like maybe 15 minutes or something, and then I'll just sneakily exit and go back to my room and get some kind of sleep at least. So yeah, I think that's about it. I guess there isn't really much to say. If you have any other questions about what experience I had, I guess I didn't really talk about the individual teachers or how the lectures were taught, but more of my, I think for most of the modules, I mean it is okay for me lah. For my, I tend to be quite tolerant of different. I I may express frustration on the surface, but I am quite tolerant inside. So for me, there wasn't anything that was too out of place or anything. It's more of just, yeah, it's just more of time management and things that, or like activity clash that, you know caused the most problems for me this semester. So now I just need to, you know go and select new modules for next semester, because of course you follow the study plan, but I need to add some more because I already did some of the modules that was supposed to do next semester in this semester itself. So yeah, I need to move some other module up. So yeah, that's cool. Let's just end this. If you found this video interesting enough or useful even, then you can press the like button and subscribe. And with that, I would like to say thank you and bye.